This is Daryl Marks from the Worldwide Sports Radio Network. We're here at Super Bowl 59 Radio Row with the one, the only, Jonathan Stewart.
Yo.
Jonathan Stewart, what's up, my friend?
Nothing, man. I'm over here trying to Google the hurricane trade that happened last week.
There you go.
Happened.
Here it is. Is it up? Yep.
Oh, Chicago.
No.
Was it Chicago?
There was another trade. Speedy, pull up the trade. Pull up the trade. It was with the Avalanche, and the Hurricanes got one of the best young speed skaters in the NHL. Could you guess who it is? That's right. There it is.
Or no?
Look it up.
Oh, let me see.
There it is. Mikko Rantanen.
Mikko Rantanen. Wow.
Look at that. You didn't know that. So now, there you go, man.
I'm learning information as we go.
The information is here, ladies and gentlemen.
This isn't live news. This is just me getting late news.
An update.
I have to look into all of that.
I wanted to help you. I wanted to give you a smile on your face.
I'm a huge Hurricane fan, though. I became a Hurricane fan actually the year I retired. They were deep in the playoffs in 2018, and it was like something that was really happening.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this is cool. I'll get into hockey now.
You know what? I just like watching people beat the hell out of each other.
Yeah.
And, hit against boards that don't move instead of, offensive and defensive linemen hitting each other and pushing them around. You know? And as running backs, as you know, you beat people up and you take a beating.
Yeah.
Speaking of taking a beating, Saquon Barkley. I mean, we're going into the Super Bowl. I believe the closest thing, and I'll say it again, to Barry Sanders. I love the way he plays, his ability to stop on a dime and move inside of a pocket and just press right through it. It's unbelievable what he does with the speed and the ability that he has. Tell us a little bit about what you think about Saquon Barkley.
I think Saquon Barkley is absolutely one of the best individual talents that we'll ever see touch a football. He's physically gifted. He's a smart football player. He knows what everyone else is doing. He's a student of the game, right? And so you add that to the fact that he's a good person, a good human being. He's a man's man.
Is he a man's man? What is a man's man?
A man's man is a guy that, he understands his place. He understands his position. He understands what people need out of him. He understands how, for Saquon, he understands how dynamic he is as a football player. He understands how dynamic he is as a person. So to be able to go into a room, see how the room is, adjust to the room. If the room needs a leader that's vocal, he's going to be that. If the room needs someone that's going to outwork everybody, he's going to do that. He's a guy that's going to lead in whatever department that you need it. And so you want to be around guys like that. So that's why he's a guy's guy. Right?
Guy's guy. Yeah. Guy's guy.
Yeah.
Jonathan Stewart, you got to be a guy's guy.
Yeah, be a guy's guy, man.
Don't smacking asses.
Don't be a guy that you don't want to hang out with.
No. Well, I try to be a guy that you want to hang out with, but then when you kind of hang out with me, you're like, okay, I think I've dealt enough with you.
Yeah.
But I'm one of those guys. But you have fun, you enjoy yourself. But you go to the Super Bowl, you look at Super Bowl 59, and the Kansas City Chiefs have a chance to win a three-peat. Nobody's ever done that before. Your thoughts to the Eagles and Kansas City? Where do you see this game going?
I think Philadelphia wins this game, and I think it because, Saquon Barkley and that offensive line, that is the key to victory. Right. People can say all day long, oh, you got to air it out, you got to have a good quarterback, you got to have all those things, but you also have to have an offensive line, which the Philadelphia Eagles do have. Now, Dickerson, Juergens, I'm not really sure where their health is. I think that is going to be a key component into this. But either way, how they performed 2 weeks ago when they were both hurt and they were basically saying, which one's more hurt? Are you more hurt than I am? Because if you're more hurt than I am, then I'll have to go in there and suck it up. And they didn't miss a beat. And so I honestly think that it's that paired with Jalen Hurts and the history of him not turning the ball over, plays a role in this. I think Patrick Mahomes is special, but he's also so special to where he believes so much in himself that he might try something that can be detrimental, such as a turnover, right? And I think there's going to be an opportunistic side to the defense on Philadelphia's angle because of that. So I got the Philadelphia Eagles winning this game.
On the under? On the over? What do you got? What do you got? Come on, give it to us, Jonathan.
I
think it's a defensive game.
I think it's over.
Over.
Wow.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Jonathan Stewart.
I think it's over.
Yeah. So, Jonathan, I got to ask you, talk about the experience here for you and your team. I know you're doing a live show here pretty much the whole week, and talk about the experience. It's a biggest stage, and you got everyone here. I just saw Joey Chestnut over there recently. So
is he eating hot dogs?
No, not hot dogs, but
might be eating something else by the end of the night.
Yeah, but talk about the experience here for you and being a former player, coming here and seeing your former players and seeing the players that you played against.
Man, it's been fun, man. It's been cool to be on this side of Radio Row.
Yeah.
I've been here on the Radio Row as a player.
Yep.
In off seasons, come in, get asked to do certain things, and I think when I was playing, I didn't really appreciate the media side of things and what is poured into it. And I think more now than ever, we're realizing how special football is. It's the most entertaining sport that's out there, and the people that are backing it and reporting about it, I think it's getting better. Right? People are more students of the game, where we can actually fact check each other with the help of, Chat GPT or AI or whatever. People are coming up with all these stats. There's so many stats out there. It's crazy. But it's awesome to see how passionate people are about it, which is encouraging. And as a guy that played this game for 11 years in the pros,
and you were great. You're a washed-up player.
No, you were underrated running back, in my opinion.
Yeah, man. I mean, playing the game long enough to be the Panthers all-time leading rusher is something that I'm leaning more into as far as my time. Again, it's not taking things for granted, right? Like being here, being able to see guys like
Joe Burrow,
Emmitt Smith, Sean Alexander. Lorenzo O'Neal, Moose Johnson, guys that I kind of like, to and look at as like this running back position that has played such a role in my life in football, and being able to basically have your dreams come true a little bit. You're here, being able to walk around and be amongst NFL greats, legends. This is a special type of event. That's put on, and I'm really glad to be here
and not get beaten up. Okay, all these years, you're the ones that are getting beaten up, get whole place and have to play on the field. Now you can just sit behind a desk, talk sports, talk some football, and then walk away like
I have no cares.
No,
whatever I said, it's either going to happen or it's not going to happen.
Yeah, so, you hang out with all your buddies.
So let me ask you this, and you mentioned as a player, you were here as a player, Radio Row, but talk about how did you prepare yourself coming into a big game like this, and to prepare as yourself as a team?
Playing this game, playing the Super Bowl 50, the preparation, was super intentional because we only have one opponent.
Yeah.
And that's it. And not only is it just one opponent, it's an opponent that you want to make sure you bring your best stuff and be prepared, from, the offensive coordination, understanding the game plan, the method, and the madness that they want to bring to the table. So just being prepared mentally is the biggest piece because you want to make sure you have everything in tune, and that because you prepare a certain way, you play confident. And I believe we prepared pretty well. And I think, as far as the festivities and all that, when we played in San Francisco, we were in San Jose. So where we practiced, it was so far away from everything. Right. So we were secluded. So we didn't really get to actually be amongst fans and see the Super Bowl signs and all those types of things that, you know, you would want to see.
They hide you in a tunnel. That's what they do.
Yeah.
They keep you in a tunnel.
Yeah, and I get it. But there's something that I feel like being here and being able to see like the signs, being able to see fans. You know, the opening day ceremony was really cool, and then we had a little media day at our hotel. Like, those are moments that I will remember from the Super Bowl because those were intentional Super Bowl moments leading up to the actual game itself. The trip to the stadium, just to get a look at it before you have to go out there and play, right? You get a taste of it. You see the Super Bowl emblem in the middle of the field. You see the banners and all those types of things. So you're getting yourself mentally prepared so that way it's not a shock.
Yep.
And, you know, coming out of the tunnel, game day, it was a little eerie, you know, because it wasn't crazy loud because, you know, it's a mixture of both teams and just football fans in general and people that just want to watch the Super Bowl. So it wasn't crazy loud, and I'll always remember that jogging out, you know, as a team. It just felt like, oh, hey, there they are.
Well, hold on one second.
That's what it felt like.
You run on the field with Cam Newton, okay?
Yeah.
And that guy is out of his freaking mind.
Yeah.
I got to give him a lot of credit.
Yeah.
We were juiced, but the juice
What kind of juice?
But the juice in the atmosphere wasn't really what I expected. It was a lot of Denver Bronco fans, right? So when we came out, it felt like an away game. I'm not gonna lie. And so there's a lot of integral things that I wouldn't have expected that I would have wished I had someone tell me about. Hey, you're going to go to a West Coast game, and there's not going to be a lot of Panther fans there. There's going to be as many as possible because they love you guys. But the truth of the matter is there's a lot more Bronco fans out there.
Yeah.
Cam Newton is an interesting fellow.
Yes.
He's all over the podcast world now. He's got his own podcast. I saw him the other day. He wears these crazy hats. He has a lot of interesting takes. And I'm telling you, he said something in the middle of the year that really interested me. And I want to know your opinion. Cam Newton came out and said that if Eli Manning gets a gold cup before him, he should get 2. Now, what do you have to say about that?
I mean, I understand Eli Manning. Like, I played with Eli. Eli's a great quarterback. He's basically like a coach behind the center, right? He knows where everyone's supposed to be. He's that type of quarterback. He wasn't an MVP of the league, right? And so when you talk about game planning for a certain type of player, you know, when you have to play when you play the Carolina Panthers, you're basically saying, all right, our game plan is to stop Cam Newton.
Or stop you, because you
but
were running all
running
over
game,
everybody.
whatever it is. But like, whenever the game plan for a specific player in a way that you fear him, that's MVP caliber. And in my opinion, that's Hall of Fame caliber. You look at the guys that are in a Hall of Fame. You look at the guys that just got in, Jared Allen.
Yep.
All right, we're playing Jared Allen this week. Oh, we're playing the Minnesota Vikings too. But Jared Allen, we're going to make sure we block him. Because if we don't block him,
he's going to ruin the game.
Yeah. And then Eric Allen.
Yeah.
Hey, we're playing Eric Allen this week. So whoever is being guarded by him, just know that you're not getting the ball. Right? So, and you talk about Patrick Mahomes.
Yep.
He's a Hall of Fame guy. Travis Kelce, Hall of Fame guy. Chris Jones, Hall of Fame guy. Steve Smith.
Yeah,
Steve Smith got snubbed. Hall of Fame guy.
Chris Jones, a Hall of Fame guy because of the combine.
I just talked to Matt Hasselbeck.
Okay.
And Matt Hasselbeck, they played the Panthers in the NFC Championship.
Yeah.
Matt Hasselbeck said he didn't say anything about about Steve Smith being Hall of Fame or whatever, but he was talking exactly how I just explained what a Hall of Fame caliber person was. Steve Smith, in that game, we had the game plan for him. He still came out and balled out. He even returned a kick to the house. He did special things despite being game planned for. So Saquon Barkley, Hall of Fame guy.
Yep.
Because Guess what? Spags is over here losing sleep and hair, trying to figure out how he's going to stop Saquon Barkley, or if he should try to just say, hey, we'll let him beat us.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because you got to pick two. You can't pick one. Or you can't pick two. You got to pick one.
So you're telling me, as of right now, that if it was between Cam Newton going into the Hall of Fame and Eli Manning, you would take Cam.
I'm taking Cam.
Interesting.
But I'm taking. But that's an unfair question because, in my opinion, they're both quarterbacks.
Mm-hmm.
They're two different types of players.
Right.
Cam Newton was a special player. He was an MVP caliber player.
Mm-hmm.
You put Cam Newton on that New York Football Giants team, heck, they might be the Kansas City Chiefs.
That's interesting. I never even knew that.
So, like, just think about it from that perspective because, like, the individual success for Cam was there.
Yeah.
The team success for Eli Manning, he had 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
But he also had Hall of Famers on his team.
Yeah, he did.
You know what I'm saying? So Cam Newton had Jared Allen. He'll be a Hall of Famer.
Yep.
He was on that Super Bowl team that we were on. He got hurt, but you know he was a part of that team. He was part of that locker room. But you know Eli Manning, he was able to do this with help, a lot of help.
Oh, yeah, but all quarterbacks.
So I also think too, when we talk about Hall of Fame,
mm-hmm.
should we like really put so much emphasis on Super Bowl?
Mm-hmm.
I don't. I've always said that no.
Yeah, I don't think we should.
Speaking of the Hall of Fame, are you surprised that only 4 got in yesterday?
I was surprised, but I think they're probably trying to make it harder, obviously, for guys to just get in. But what sucks about it is you got three Hall of Famer receivers that deserve an opportunity to be in the fame
mm-hmm.
and do it in a time where they're still relevant, still precious to their communities, and give them an opportunity to leave a legacy in a way that they can just, you know, say sayonara, you know, like have an exit that they deserve.
Terrell Owens, okay, he was there. He was there. And Terrell Owens didn't even go to his own Hall of Fame, you know, induction. Why? Because he couldn't stand the NFL on what they did to him. He was a first ballot Hall of Famer, and he fell to the second year before he became a second ballot Hall of Famer, which he was upset about that because he thought he was better than Randy Moss.
Yeah.
Now, you look at Randy Moss, and I love Randy Moss. I think he's a sensational player, and hopefully Randy get better. Randy Moss, Terrell Owens. You've watched both of them play. You played against both of them. Who would you take over the other, and why?
I'm taking Moss.
Why is that?
He was a problem. He was fast. He was catching everything, and he did it in a way where like as far as his success, he didn't force it.
Yeah.
It didn't just happen either. Like it was going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like you throw the ball in the air, he's going to catch it. Terrell Owens is the same type of player. You know what I'm saying? Different skill sets. But when it comes to the term, he got mossed, you don't just earn that for the heck of it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like there's certain attributes about Randy Moss that a lot of players emulate their game after, right? You turn on the film, I want to be like him.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's what you call generational talent. That's what you call a guy that, you know, has an impact on the whole entire NFL as a player.
So let me ask you this. Talk about who is like the craziest or funniest teammate that you play with in your career.
Funniest teammate. I got a lot of funny teammates. Ryan Khalil, funny. He's creative. He's a jack of all trades. He's our center. And then Mike Tolbert. Great friend of mine. Always, you know, keeps things light. Fozzie Whitaker.
What do you mean by keeping things light?
Hey, y'all better relax.
Yeah. What?
Don't be making fun of my homeboy like that. I don't even know him like that. He ain't even here.
Well, if you would sit over there and have a lot of fun with him.
All right.
I mean, there's a lot of big people.
Nah.
I've heard a lot of players
I'm
keep
joking.
things light. You
No,
know
I'm
what I
joking.
mean?
Yeah.
I know you are. I know you are. Listen, I got jokes too, man.
Yeah.
But first of all, when we get offline, I know somebody that you used to work with, or you probably are still working with.
Okay.
Yes, one of the guys on your podcast.
Desmond.
That's right.
Okay.
Desmond's
Yeah.
Desmond's a good friend of mine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, Dez.
Oh, Des.
Well, shout out to Dez, man. Desmond Johnson.
Desmond Johnson. We
Yeah.
love Desmond. Desmond and me have been friends. We've been working and interacting with each other for years. And he's a good dude. He's a really good dude.
Good man.
Yeah, he's a good dude. You're a good man.
Yeah. Everybody's a good man if you want to be.
I mean, he's not. They're not. I mean, I try to be. I don't know about. I'm just kidding. He is. And by the way, we have ice shaker. You're going to get yourself an ice shaker
Oh,
right
man.
now.
Nice.
Did you
Gronk.
ever want one? There you go.
Boom.
There you go. That's right. The Gronk boom. By the way, we really appreciate the time. I know you're a busy guy.
No, man. This is great, man. You guys are awesome.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Yeah.
Jonathan Stewart.
Real quick, I got something else. If real quick,
What are you going to give him now?
my friend made some
Don't
homemade.
give him any condoms. He doesn't.
No,
need any.
candy.
Okay. Candy?
Yeah.
You can't eat candy. Are you?
Oh, I can
No
eat
candy? Oh, you can?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
All right, hold on. Wait a minute. I have it right
You're
here.
lost now. Now
No,
he's
right here.
lost.
Homemade candy from my friend.
There you go.
If you want to try,
Oh, look at that.
it's called. No, it is called Katie's
Your face.
Cleanery. Or something.
Oh, and Katie's creamy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's creamy, all right.
Like, like pralines or something.
Yeah, it's like homemade candy.
Okay.
It's right. It's good.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, I tried it already.
All right.
Yeah.
You try it right now.
Okay. You try it with me, though.
Yeah, you try it.
All
You
right.
try it
He
first.
hasn't even tried it.
I tried it this morning.
Well, why are you trying it again?
I'm going to, so he can try it.
I want to see him first eat it.
right. All right, ready?
Put it
All
in
right.
your mouth.
Very good. Homemade candy.
He doesn't want to put it in his mouth.
Hey, pause.
It's taking him.
Oh.
That's
Pretty good.
Good.
There
What
you
the
go.
pralines?
Huh?
Like a caramel praline.
Yeah. Yep.
That's good.
Yeah, you like caramel.
Yeah.
I like caramel too.
All
So
right,
why did
man.
I get one?
Yeah.
Jonathan Stewart, ladies and gentlemen.
Appreciate you guys.
Jonathan.